Race to see if we get to 98 degrees is on once again. We talked about why that's that magical number from yesterday, because after we put up a pair of 97s on Tuesday and Wednesday, hit Tuesday. That was our highest temperature, 2001, and then we just straight repeated it on Wednesday. So yet to eclipse the 97 degree mark. And remember, you got to go all the way back to 2018, the last time we actually hit 98 degrees, at least the Joplin Regional. I know that's crazy to think, because you go to Chanutes Airport, you had 3 98 degree days in the month of July alone. 92 is where we sit over Joplin, already feeling like it's 101 degrees. As far as our temperatures go right now, we're sitting pretty much in the high 80s. We got a couple low 90s on there, and a couple triple digits there for the heat index. But remember, we don't really hit our peak heating hours till about 3:30 this afternoon, so we got a ways to go. One thing of note, the wind backing off just a tad, not as blustery as what it was yesterday. And also too, humidity, well, it's actually going to increase because we've got a little front that's going to work down on us and bring us some nighttime, early morning rain. As far as the heat advisories go, we find ourselves on the far western edge. Look at this thing. How far it tracks though now, with the orange and the red all indicating heat advisories, heat warnings. We're talking from us and really down to the Gulf, all the way up to Maine. It's going to be a record-setting heat wave that they're going to experience for this time of year on the East Coast for the next 3 to 4 days. Our Skywatch Storm Tracker has remained dry so far today. And as we take a look at the national perspective, it's a result of the jet stream. And what it wants to do is, as it pushes everything to the east there with the trough, it's going to take that heat wave and it's going to usher it right toward them. In fact, look at those temperatures right now for D.C. and for, that's not too, Raleigh, they're going to be all right with that. D.C. and Boston sitting in the 90s right now in the middle of August. No, they are not ready for that. And it's just going to get hotter for them as well. Tanya was talking about Field of Dreams site. That's in Dyersville, Iowa. And I tell you what, Major League Baseball absolutely lucking out tonight. There is no threat of any chance of any precipitation here for really the next 24 hours right along the river right there. And so that just is going to work out perfectly for those of you that are interested in the game. For those of you that might not also know, Dyersville, Iowa is the home of the National Farm Toy Museum. So if you're a tractor collector or something like that for kids' toys, that is where the National Museum is. Fred's now a low pressure system, a tropical depression, if you will. But as it pours on the northern coast of Cuba, it will also regain strength as it heads towards southern Florida. That's what we'll be looking at nationally speaking. Two things nationally speaking as we hit the weekend is going to be the East Coast heat wave, and it's going to be Fred redeveloping as it heads towards Florida. For us here in the 4 states, well, we're actually going to go the opposite direction. Our temperature's going to be more manageable, and that's thanks in part to this front. So we see it develop up to the north for tonight, and as it drops through, we are going to see some bouts of some heavy rain, little lightning, little thunder as well, but not looking at anything severe, and luckily our ground dry enough. We'll be able to absorb everything. Then as we get into Friday morning travel time, not looking too bad. The heaviest rain is kind of let up. And this thing's going to linger, though, into the early afternoon hours, but eventually it'll break up and then reformulate for the afternoon and evening. But look at this. Overnight lows finally getting close down to 60, and our daily highs, yeah, how about 87 on Saturday and 90 on Sunday?
Well, ready for a cool down. That's all I can say.
It's coming. Tomorrow's going to feel much better.
It's summer. It's supposed to be hot, but we love a break when we can get one.
And tomorrow's going to be much better. I mean, even though it says 94, you're going to notice a big difference tomorrow after that rain comes through.
Good deal. All right. Thanks, Michael.